Objects are collections of related data. They allow you to group values together to represent real-world entities and their attributes. Objects are essential when working with APIs, which are going to play a big role in dynamic web development. In fact, objects use a structure similar to the data you'll commonly receive from APIs. For example, we might want to store information about a course that includes different details like the course title, number of credits, and description. Or we might want to represent people along with their name, age, and occupation. Another example could be a car. In addition to having descriptive properties like make, model, year, and color, a car object could also have methods, actions that the object can perform, such as starting, braking, or stopping. Objects store data using key value pairs. In the example, the person object has 3 key value pairs. Name is the key, and Jacob is the value. Age is the key, and 25 is the value. Job is the key, and developer is the value. To access these values in code, we use dot notation, referencing the object's name followed by the property. Person.name would return Jacob, and person.age would return 25. These values can be used like any other variable. Here we can see the person.job would show up on the console, and you can use the person.name to supply the text content of your title on the page. So developer would end up in the console, and Jacob would end up on the page. We've already been working with objects and their properties. For instance, we have been targeting elements that we can change the text content property. We can have different inputs from forms, and we can get the value from that input. These are properties of DOM objects, like elements and form inputs. Objects can also include methods, which are functions stored as object properties. Here's an example of a car object with a method. It's simply going to console log car is starting when that method is called. We've seen methods before. Here we can see that document and console are being used. These are built-in objects that come with their own properties and methods. While we can't modify those, we can now build our own objects with custom properties and methods. Let's take a look at the following product object. In this case, the getTotal method uses a this keyword. The this keyword refers to the object itself. So inside the product object, this.price would refer to the product price, and this.quantity would refer to the quantity, the product.quantity, which would result in total getting the 19.98, which is what those two are multiplied together. So there we have JavaScript objects used to represent real-world entities, storing data and properties and actions in methods, which we can reference and use in our code.